Welcome to WatchMojo.com. Hey, what's up? So, over the past couple weeks, I've posted polls of every primary weapon and those who remain, with the goal of deciding which guns were the most liked. If you disagree with this list, just remember the community did this, and I'm merely a messenger. But also tell me in the comments how you'd arrange your top 7. Also, I guess this could be considered a 777 subscriber surprise, for various reasons, you will soon see why, which is a cool coincidence, like 7 places in this list, and as I'm recording this audio, I just so happen to be at 777 subscribers, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, you will surely not believe what's in the number 1 position, so be sure to watch till the end. Number 7 is the Sko Shorty, a semi-automatic magazine-fed shotgun. I think it's a great gun to use at its low level of 33. It has very high damage as well as the fastest fire rate for a shotgun, even faster than the AA-12 actually, if you use trigger finger. And since it's magazine fed, it can make reloading a lot faster than a traditional mag tube shotgun, though it has high recoil and a loose pellet spread. Ammo pickup efficiency is kind of low at only 10 per pickup, and around its level, there begin to appear more reliable rifles such as the M16, M4A1, and the AK-47, which could be a more appealing choice, as shotguns become less effective at higher waves. But even considering that, I think the Sko Shorty is still definitely a very fun gun to use. Number 6 is similar to the Sko. The SAP-6 is another shotgun unlocked at level 20, and could be considered the best early game gun to use. It has high damage with a relatively tight spread, and is also magazine fed with a 6+1 in the chamber capacity. Although the fire rate is slower than the Sko due to it being pump action, it can still hold its own in regular mode and in lower waves in classic mode. It might seem strange for this to be at a higher place than the Sko, which is technically a better gun, but shotguns are, I think, in my opinion, the most effective weapons when starting out, and at such a low level, there are only a few weapons that could match the SAP-6's power, compared to a wider selection that can match the Sko Shorty. Not gonna lie, I expected this gun to be a little bit higher up the list than number 5. The infamous AK-47 is one of the most common guns in the world. It shoots a larger bullet than most assault rifles, so it has good damage for it being at level 38. Paired with an average fire rate, 30-round magazine, and above-average bullet punch, it can beat regular and sometimes classic mode. It sounds good so far, but it lacks in the quality of life department. The iron sights are small and the recoil is high, so that could affect your accuracy. Overall, compared to guns of a similar level, it can take out groups with ease, and it's such an iconic gun, which explains why so many, myself included, really like this gun. For the number 4 spot, the Lwrc Ic Psd is a gun very similar in statistics to the lower level M4A1, but the simple addition of a 60-round drum magazine combined with higher ammo pickup efficiency makes it a favorite among many. It deals almost the same damage as the lower level AK-47, but with lower recoil, the same penetration, and a significantly faster fire rate, and the aforementioned 60-round drum. It fills the role as a mid-game, well-rounded carbine capable of succeeding in many situations, and I think this gun can confidently beat classic mode and even some early hardcore waves. This may be a surprise, but the M60 is here at 3rd place. It has high damage and penetration, and naturally as a machine gun, it doesn't really struggle with ammo capacity. It's fed with a 100-round belt of 7.62 with another as spare, and you can even get an entire 100 bullets per ammo pickup, making it one of the most ammo-efficient guns in the game. The M60 is well known for being a complete and utter monster against massive hordes, which sounds awesome, but I know many people will agree with me about how it's borderline overpowered, and over time the lack of a challenge makes the gun become stale and kinda boring to use. Still, most players' goal when playing this game is to get the M60 because of its incredible power. If you took an AK-47 and gave it a 40-round magazine, red dot sight, and a heavier barrel, you'd get something close to the RPK. It's basically a direct upgrade to the AK-47 by offering higher damage, penetration, plus 10 rounds per mag and ammo pickup, and an improved sight. However, the reload does indeed get slower and the recoil gets higher, but it's still certainly a great sacrifice. So much so that the RPK is quite possibly the best mid-game gun, as it allows you to solo free run instead of being stuck camping with your team. Simply group up some zombies and shoot for the head, and the RPK will handle it from there. While not being as strong as the M60, it's still a popular favorite because of its versatility and relatively low price and level. Now for the number 1 spot. I don't think anyone is going to be surprised to see the MG42 here, with it being the highest level primary weapon at level 150. It better be good, and it sure is. Though it has less ammo per belt and higher recoil than the M60, this general purpose machine gun is better in basically every other way. It has a blisteringly high fire rate of 1200 rounds per minute, double what the M60 has, with 225 spare ammo, 75 pickup, very high damage, and insane penetration. Even the iron sights are better, with them becoming less obstructive to your vision. This has the highest damage per second for a gun, and is quite some fun to use, with the fast fire rate allowing you to nearly instantly mow down hordes of zombies. So on that note, I do have something else to say, and you'll probably be much more surprised at what I'm gonna say than at what was number 1 in this list. So as some might know, creating and posting videos can be pretty fun and rewarding, and I've had a lot of fun making those remain videos. And I've even learned a lot about editing and YouTube in general. But this could be my last Those Remain video I'll make. Just let me explain. Being forced to make videos on a consistent basis can get tiring, and I'm feeling pretty burnt out of playing and recording Those Remain to the point I can barely even bring myself to finish a video. In fact, this one got delayed, not because I was unavailable, just because I was not looking forward to it at all, even though I enjoy making videos. And this isn't really a recent thing either. I've been feeling it for weeks now. And it happened with another series a while ago in a different game, the Wacky Weapon Wednesday in Phantom Forces. I just need something new, but that's not the only reason though. After playing Those Remain for so long, I've just realized that it's inherently not an amazing game. I've touched on the horrendous gun balancing video before in my ASVAL vs AK video if you want to see that, but the game also lacks replayability. Like, once you get the best gear, there's not really an incentive to continue. Other games get around this by making a prestige system, where you can reset your progress or whatever, but the game can also just be made more enjoyable if there's just new main content. I don't mean new guns or maps, just something brand new that hasn't been seen before in Those Who Remain. Maybe a new game mode or something, I don't know, I'm not really here to suggest ideas. And thirdly, I want to continue to grow my channel and cover broader topics, but Those Who Remain, and Roblox too actually, is kind of holding me back. It's just not sustainable to find a game, milk the content dry, and then hop onto another game and do the same thing, because in between hopping through games, you lose a large percentage of your viewer base. And this ties into my final reason, which is how my channel is still quite young, so I'm still trying to find an identity for myself online, and I don't want to be known as the guy who posts videos on somewhat obscure Roblox games. You know, like, I gotta leave a decent legacy behind. With all that being said, I'm not totally quitting YouTube or anything, but I really do need something new. Just something more enjoyable and sustainable. So after this video airs, I'll be officially quitting posting Those Who Remain videos. And I know many people will be very unhappy about this, and I understand. You can unsubscribe or dislike all my videos if you want, but I just really need to do this. I need something new. So, yeah, thanks for listening to my super long speech and watching my content. That's about all. See ya.